What's up, Sharks? Coach Cass here with Hammerhead Fitness. Today, we're talking about food swaps because a lot of you have, we go through your food logs and you ask me, what could be better? What foods that I'm eating could I swap out for healthier foods? And while I'm not here to demonize any foods, and I will tell you that you can bulk, cut, reverse diet, do whatever you want to do while eating, anything. Any food can get you close to your goal. But once we really want to start honing in on how we feel and how we look, it is important to just acknowledge some easy swaps that we can make so that it's easier to get to our goals and stick with our goals. So that's kind of what we're here to talk about today. The first swap is flavored yogurt versus like plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Those little cups of Yoplait, that are flavored, I used to be obsessed with those as a kid. Pretty terrible for you. So a flavored Yoplait has 150 calories per container with 19 grams of total sugars, while non-fat Greek yogurt has 80 calories per serving and 0 added sugars with 15 grams of protein. So to me, that is a no-brainer, easy swap. And then if you really want to sweeten up that Greek yogurt, I would just encourage you put like a half a serving of maple syrup or honey in there. Nature's candy, in my opinion. And that will sweeten it up plenty and will overall keep it at lower calories, lower sugars, and higher in protein and just be better for you and your goals. So that is definitely the first swap that I would make. You also have the option too, you could throw in a scoop of protein powder. Sometimes I do that, like my first form is so good, and so half the time in the morning I just throw a scoop of this bad boy in my Greek yogurt, mix it up, and then that sweetens it up for me. Unflavored oatmeal, like just regular plain oats versus like maple brown sugar Quaker oats, okay? Because yes, I know, the maple brown sugar Quaker oats is one of the best things in the world, but frankly, it's full. Okay, well, let's look at macros. Hold on. So the brown sugar cinnamon Quaker oats has 14 grams of total sugars. Meanwhile, you could just get unflavored plain oats and then throw a scoop of your protein, or for that one, I put in my collagen protein into my oatmeal, and that sweetens it up, still keeping it at lower overall calories, no sugars, but then adding protein, because frankly, your breakfast needs to be high protein, so throwing a scoop of protein powder into plain oatmeal is the best way to get there. So that's another swap you can make. Bacon versus turkey bacon. Now, I'm not a huge fan of meat that is like that processed anyway. Well, not that I'm not a fan. Your girl loves bacon. I'm just saying, it's not your best option as far as protein and meats goes. Like, bacon is more fatty than anything. But whatever, I know a lot of you like bacon, so we're talking about it. So regular bacon is 100 calories and 10 grams of fat per ounce. Meanwhile, turkey bacon is 60 calories and 5 grams of fat per ounce. So that one's really a no-brainer. By switching from bacon to turkey bacon, you're essentially cutting the calories and the fats in half, meaning you can eat more of it, okay? So that's just a no-brainer in my opinion. This one is huge. So many of you might not even realize it, but you are getting in so many extra hidden calories through sauces and dressings that you're eating. One prime example, sweet baby rice. My love. I am a barbecue sauce girl through and through. I would almost drink this straight out of the bottle. But here's the issue we have is that two tablespoons of this is 70 calories. Do you want to see how much 2 tablespoons is? 2 tablespoons is, I'm literally about to put this in my hand. 2 tablespoons is about that much. That much. So I don't know about you, but when I eat barbecue sauce, I eat way more than that. So God only knows how many calories you're consuming by literally drenching everything you eat in Sweet Baby Ray's. Okay, give me a second to wash this off. Meanwhile, if you switch to G. Hughes, which is my favorite sugar-free brand of pretty much all sauces, you can get 2 tablespoons for only 10 calories. Because it's got 0 grams of sugar. But I promise you, it's still sweet. It still tastes so good. And it is literally 1/7 of the calories because your beloved Sweet Baby Ray's has 17 grams of sugar. So what do you think makes it so sweet? But this is so good. I promise. Easy, no-brainer swap that you can make. Even like your dressings. So Hidden Valley Ranch dressing is 130 calories per serving. And it's the same thing. A serving is 2 tablespoons, and you just saw how much 2 tablespoons was. And I don't know about you, but when I'm putting ranch on my salad or my pizza or my chicken, I'm using way more than 2 tablespoons. So you are consuming quite literally multiple hundreds of calories by dousing your stuff in ranch. Meanwhile, you could have Skinny Girl Ranch. Skinny Girl is another brand. Definitely like look into it. It's really, really good. And a serving of that is 10 calories. So again, no-brainer swaps that is going to save you so many calories, so many grams of fat, so many grams of sugar, and just help you overall feel better, look better, achieve your goals quicker. Now, Hershey's milk chocolate versus natural, like 99% cacao dark chocolate. So this one's interesting because while dark chocolate is actually higher in calories, there is so much more to a food item than simply like how many calories it has. And that's why I put this example in there because I really wanted to stress that. For instance, 99% cacao dark chocolate provides more protein, more fiber, and more antioxidants. Plus, it is actually much lower in sugar. Not to mention, it is way less processed than your typical Hershey's chocolate bar. So to me, again, that is a no-brainer swap. Like, I used to be a Hershey's milk chocolate girl through and through, but I have made the swap to dark chocolate and I have never looked back. So, final example I want to share is like Wonder Bread, you know, the white bread that you get off the shelves at Publix versus like a sourdough. So first of all, I want to say that like bread is not bad for you. I eat bread on a bulk, on a cut, on a whatever I'm doing. I'm always eating bread, okay? It's not bad for you unless you just simply can't digest it well, in which case I would still recommend sourdough because, well, we'll get into that. So the flour here in America, unfortunately, is like ultra processed, which is a lot of the reason that we have trouble digesting bread and we have like gluten intolerance. But breads like Wonder Bread contain even more hidden, distasteful ingredients and sugars that are simply just working against you. So if you can, find a sourdough that just has the bare minimum. Like the bare minimum should just be like plain flour, European flour if you can, and water. Like that is all that should be in your bread. And the fermentation process of sourdough typically makes it easier to digest. It is the lowest gluten content when it comes to bread. So it also has significantly more fiber than Wonder Bread. And I also, my mom made her own loaf of sourdough and this thing is fire. So if you know anyone that makes sourdough from scratch, literally buy it off of them, because I used to think that I was gluten intolerant and then I started eating this bread and I'm like, oh wait, I can actually digest that. That's crazy. So anyway, those are just a few easy examples of some food swaps that you can make in your daily life so that you can achieve your goals more efficiently and just overall feel better. So Sharkies, I hope this was helpful. And again, if you're not a client of mine, like and subscribe for more value.